Hello everybody and welcome back to Scrapnaught, where today we are going to go and see Rusty. I kind of think I might need to go to sleep as well. I might need to just go back to my little house and go back to sleep. It is getting very dark. And you know what I'm like. I don't like the dark at all. And there might also possibly be a raid on the base to deal with as well. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I can actually put street lamps into my base, but it doesn't really help me much when I'm going around the world and things. So it might help me quite considerably. Oh, actually, my inventory's going to be so full. So I'm going to put some veg in my veg chest. My veg chest is so full. Put the herbs in the herb chest though, that's going to help. I probably should be making something out of them. I'll carry on putting canned food in the herb chest because I'm a rebel. Scrap chest, and then I've also got a mushroom, so I'll put that in the herb chest because that's where I put these things. We've got some wood there, wooden planks. I've got an oxygen tank in the oxygen chest. And then metal ore. However, I'm going to probably just make myself a nice... Well, actually, I've got that nice crystal club, but I think still... Actually, crystal. I'm finding crystal all over the place. So why am I not making crystal stuff? Crystal hammer. If I can get myself a bit of iron, but I need 9 blacksmithing for it. Oof. I need 5 for that. I need 3 for the scrap pickaxe, though, so that's not too bad. So I think that is what we'll stick with. The more of those books I can find, the yellow books are the ones I'm looking for. It is the blacksmithing part. All the others I'm pretty good at. I'm okay. But I'm struggling with my blacksmithing skills. So what are my blacksmithing skills right now? I'm at 4. So I've really not found many books at all on the blacksmithing tree. There's a bit of copper there, and I just put some copper away as well. So let's get some copper and some scrap out. In fact, I already had the copper. So scrap and electro scrap, and I imagine by the time I've done that, I can probably make myself... No, I cannot. A scrap axe or a scrap pickaxe. That 2 wood that I've put away somewhere. I need that too. Gosh. Okay, so anyway, scrap pickaxe. I'm not held back by materials at all in this game. It seems to be definitely being held back by skill. That's going to be amazing for stuff. Okay, so now I've made that, and I feel quite pleased with myself. Put my scrap away. Put all the metal away. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'm going to take that coal. I'm going to put that back into the rock chest again. Put the wood into the wood chest. Put the electro scrap back into the scrap chest. My scrap pickaxe down there. I'll use a normal pickaxe normally, and then I want to make some food. And I want to probably replant my field as well. Although I get quite lazy about like harvesting and replanting the fields. Okay, we'll see what seeds I've got. Let's go straight to the veg. Oh yeah, the veg chest is so full. So full. The wood chest, however, has enough planks in it for 2 more chests. So what I'm going to do is go into build mode. I'm going to build myself a couple more chests. And then we're going to maybe have like a tomato chest. And like tomato and carrot or something. Tomato, carrot. And any tomatoes and carrots go in there. Leeks, pumpkins and cauliflowers go in there. So leek, let's do leek pumpkin. And then we'll do a cauliflower one. So take the cauliflowers and tomatoes, carrots out of there. We'll put pumpkins back in. And any leeks. Leek pumpkin, tomato carrots, cauliflower. All my cauliflowers can go in there. Perfect. Seeds, right. So I'm going to need one of each type. So as per usual, cauliflower, leek, pumpkin, tomato, carrot. So we need more tomato seeds, we need more pumpkin seeds, we need a lot more carrot seeds. We don't have many carrot seeds at all. I've got carrots in my inventory there, so I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll just go and make a few more carrot seeds. Add my seed maker. I'll probably move the seed maker maybe over this side or something, or next to the battery. Then I can have like a row of cooking pots. I think that would be a really good thing to do. But first I need to do my planting, and then we'll go see Rusty. I want to try and balance it between, like, I don't want to sit there doing farm stuff, like base stuff all day. Oh, what we've got? Tomato. Have I not done carrot? Tomato, pumpkin, cauliflower, leek. Yes, we've not done carrot. And there's carrot seeds. Okay, so I want to put my carrots all back into the carrot chest. And my tomatoes. And those carrots. Eat my large meal. No, I won't be able to do that from there apparently. Put my seeds back away. 1, 2, 3. And they'll all properly stack now. Put my metal away. I'm going to need a metal chest as well as a metal ore chest, I think. And I might eventually like move things around a little bit so that metal and metal ore are next to each other and they're kind of near to the furnace and all that sort of thing. But at the moment I'm just happy with things as they are. I can always just leave that there for now. Honestly, the one thing I could do is put it into the fabric chest. That's a little bit of a miscellaneous chest. It's just a touch of one. Not that I like having a misc chest particularly. Cool, that didn't even touch my hunger. What? So I'm going to start leaving cauliflower to make fabrics and things with. So I'll maybe take some carrot and some tomato. And maybe a pumpkin or something. And then we'll just use those to make some food. That is so much better. Everything is just so much better. It just looks nicer now. The only thing I'm a little bit unhappy with right now, and it is just a very, very OCD thing in a way, is that I'm just feeling a little bit unhappy with the spacing of these turrets, but they work really well, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. Eventually I'll just have the whole place surrounded by turrets. But, talking about that, I need some more. So I need scrap and electro scrap, obviously. We've got another raid coming in a minute as well. So having some extra plasma turrets will not hurt. I don't expect a ton of stuff to come from the south. It doesn't seem to, but that'll be what it'll do next. It'll try and, like, catch me out. You guys, I haven't really noticed much in the way of like oxygen deprivation yet. I don't know if that's because this particular area is now like oxygenated and it's the next area that I will have to oxygenate to make it sort of livable. can put one there and I can put one there. And then the middle is a little bit unguarded. But even if they're there, those two turrets will hit them. So at this point, the whole base is pretty much covered. The other thing that I can do is put a battery there so I can get one more turret in there. Which I might actually try and do. Probably need to get myself a crystal. No, actually I just need more scrap. Okay. I've got some of that. So just be just the last bit that I sort of feel I need there. And it'll go about there, I think. And then I'll be able to put in another plasma turret. Not that I have enough electro scrap for that, but you know, it's coming. That'll be the next thing. In 5 seconds, there will be lots of scrap coming my way. I feel like this is all very asymmetrical as well. Like the more I'm working on stuff, the more I'm like, I want this to be symmetrical. I want this to look nice. And it is starting to look nicer. But when I was just sort of sitting there like, oh, I gotta defend myself. I've got to get a camp up and running really fast. I wasn't really thinking so much about the... I wasn't really thinking quite so much about the aesthetics of it. So I may change it up a bit, we'll see. I'm just out here like grabbing stuff so I can put another one down. More plasma turrets. Is about the most useful thing I can do right now, actually. So that's really defending the entryway. How are we doing up here in the corner? The corners are pretty well defended as well. There's a bit of a gap here. I think that's really the only gap. I just want maybe one or two more in there, and then I'm going to be pretty happy with the spread of the plasma turrets. I think that might be us done with the fight there. As soon as I was able to get electricity, I knew exactly what I needed to do to get this place defended, but I was like, for a little while. It was a bit crazy. I'm really glad that I'm not having to manually try and fight these dudes off. That would be a nightmare. But it's nice as well because generally my base it's coping quite well, and it means I'm not having to rebuild it every single time. Which is really nice. And then I can pretty much just pick up the scrap and go on my adventures. So yeah, like I said, I do want to put in 2 more turrets. I want one about here. And one about here. Like I say, not the most equidistant in the world. There's also a load of tree stumps. I'm gonna pick up a couple of tree stumps. Every time I'm back in my base, I'll maybe pick up a couple. Okay, right. Now I'm going to go make more food. And that will hopefully help on my next adventure. Although I did pick up a lot of canned food on the previous adventure. But the large food is the best. Okay, I'm going to set that to cook. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to maybe just eat a few of my cans. Oh, actually, I've got a nice big meal there anyway. I need to farm my fields as well, but I always need to do that. So it's one of these things where it's like you could just sit all day base mumming, or you could actually go out and do the quests that you're meant to be doing. So yeah, you got to be a little bit careful with that one. So scrap. I'll put all of the scrap away. And then I want to put all of the wood away. I've got my scrap pickaxe now and my crystal club. My crystal club is attack 30, but it's only condition 55, so the scrap pickaxe will be like a backup for that, but that is so amazing. Now, on my armor table now, have I got enough? Still not enough blacksmithing to do the next level. As soon as I get one more blacksmithing book and get up to 5, I'll be able to make myself a whole bunch of new gear, which would be so nice. Let's go back to Rusty's and we'll have a good look around his house as well. Blacksmithing books. Get away from me, please. I do not like you. You look like you're very mean. And you. And are we near Rusty's yet? Have I gone off course? No, that's good. We are doing well. Let's go see the Rusticles. That's my new name for him because he's my bud. Yeah, I'm still going the right way. I am not good at directions. I do not pretend to be. So I have to keep checking, make sure I'm going the right way. Oh look, there's a red book up there. But I need a yellow book. I've got loads of red books. And oxygen tanks. Don't need no more of those. Need yellow books. Oh, I'm so dumb. I was like, I'm going totally the right way. But I was going the right way to the wrong thing. That is so Sheilab. That did not happen. It never happened. I'm like a cat that falls off a sofa. It never happened. Aha. Oh yeah, you guys were saying there was a red book that I had not picked up there. I do wish it was a yellow book though. Because I'm so desperate for yellow books. Looking everywhere in case there's a yellow book. But I don't think there is one. Hello, Rusty. Hello. Everything works. Go to my shelter and move one of the bookshelves. You'll see a passage to a hidden room. There you'll find a project to build a device that will help you to read the signal. Where can I build it? Your camp will be the perfect place. Come back to me when you've done everything. I'll help you analyze the data. Oh man. But my camp's so cramped. Okay, I'll be back soon. I'm just going to check with that chest. It's not got any stuff in it, which it does not. Actually, there's a can of food. I'm going to eat that. Nom. I didn't pick up my big thing of food. But that's fine, because I'm going straight back to camp to build this thing in a minute. So, move the bookshelf, he says. Move the bookshelf. Good job he put an exclamation mark over it. Secret room. What? Okay, so another tech book. No blacksmithing books. I wonder if it's random or like whether they're trying to purposely hold me back from blacksmithing because I'm just too awesome and I beat everything I find anyway. The blueprints. Let's have scrap. So much scrap. Alright, so there was a blueprint that I found. I probably have to go back to my house for that. So I'm going to go to my map. I'm going to be lazy and teleport back. We'll go straight to the camp. I can't believe I went so far for gold and there was gold like right outside my camp. I'm terrible at assuming things are going to be rare when they really aren't in this game. Like gold, copper, all that. It's not rare. It's more that you make things as you get the skill level for it, honestly. Right, blueprint. How big's this thing gonna be? I need 3 of those copper doofers, 6 pieces of electro scrap, 5 pieces of iron. I think I already have the iron. I might need a bit of copper to make the make those things. So let's pick up some scrap and stuff. Might help if I went in the scrap chest and not the cauliflower chest. You tend to find like more scrap in a scrap chest than a cauliflower chest generally. Just saying. Right, I only have what, 3 pieces of copper. I think I'm going to need more, so I'm going to just take that oxygen tank. That needs to go in the oxygen tank chest. I'm saving it because I'm fairly certain I'll eventually need it. I'm also going to grab some food and make some more. I need to go on a quest to get a little bit of coal so that I can build a whole row of those cook pots, and then I can basically put loads of ingredients in and then just wait for 1 round of cooking rather than have to constantly be waiting for each round of cooking. So that's something I'm going to do in a minute, but not quite yet. So the first thing I want to do is put some copper in there in the furnace, and I'm going to have a look and see what it takes to make these. I'm pretty sure it's the copper ones I wanted, the brown chip. So yeah, I'm going to need more electro scrap as well. So I'll have to go fight a few robots, I think. So maybe I should do that while I'm waiting for my last piece of copper. Oh, actually, no, it's already done. That's fine. It's so fast, that furnace. It's really good. Right, so that's the 3 brown chips done. But now I don't have enough electro scrap to make the actual thing. So if I just check what I need and what I don't need and all that. So I need my 5 pieces of electro scrap, and then I also need 5 pieces of iron, but I think I already have that. Unless I used it on something. Did I put it in here? 2 pieces of iron, okay. So we need some more iron then. I've got iron ore though. Yes, I think I do. Gold, iron, there we go. I need another 3 pieces, so I'll probably just stand with this while it does it. It really doesn't take long at all. In fact though, what I should be doing if I was clever is go food, and then iron, and then food, and then iron, so that I'm actually not having to wait for 2 things. An extra furnace would be useful too. Come on, cooking pot. Definitely gonna be looking at expanding the cooking pots. Probably by the end of this episode, if not early in the next episode. I need to just go and get the coal. I'm looking to build this navigator though. Or maybe I should just go get some coal. I know where it is. Let's just do that now. I mean, I've survived to day 18. That's quite good, right? Not completely managed to back myself into a corner. Although it was close, as I say, at the beginning of episode 4. I was very close. Oh man, I should have fought that robot because I need the electro scrap. Now, use the normal pickaxe for this, not the scrap one. Scrap one is for fighting. Until I have such plentiful resources that I don't need to worry about that anymore anyway. So I need 3 per cook pot. I need something to eat. Well, you can get this coal first, and then we'll go get you something to eat. This will help you have more things to eat. That's exactly why I'm doing it, okay? No complaining. Electro scrap, very handy. Get my crystal club out. Let's see if that robot's still there somewhere. Oh, okay, fine. I will feed you. I'd like 3 things of food as well. I blocked all of that. That was amazing. The scrap helmet has increased my defense, so that's probably helping quite a lot. Right. Oh, there's another one. Nice. Okay, that's more electro scrap for me. I need to get 6. How many I got? 4. So I need to find some more of you. There's always some around somewhere. There's always a robot somewhere. Generally. There won't be now, I want one. Unless I stand in my camp and wait for a... Oh, I know. There'll be some down here, definitely. Let's see. Ah, that's all my stone I left last time. Nice. There'll definitely be some in here. Robots! Hello. Thank you for your services to the She-Lab Navigation Fund. Right, so how are we doing now? We are on 6 pieces, which is exactly what we needed. Yay! So we've got iron ore here, we've got crystals. Do I pick up the crystals? Do I have room? Yeah, I do actually. I can stack them. There's a ton of coal down here as well. So I shall remember that. Oh, I don't need you, mate. No, I'm just going to run away from you. My health is getting a little bit low. That was a cool mining trip, actually. Right, so we've got our 6 things of electro scrap. We've got a bit of coal. And we've also got most of the iron smelted now. So I might just need to smelt a little bit more iron. I should have the navigation doofer ready to be built. And then I'll find somewhere in the camp to pop it, I guess. Maybe the other side of those chests. I'm not sure. Because, I mean, this feels quite centered. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the field is somehow perfectly centered. The windmills are centered. That battery's perfectly centered. So now, of course, that's making the chests there look absolutely awful. And like they all need to be moved. So that's not so good. But I'll try and work on sort of sorting them out a little bit, I guess. Ugh. I don't know. They all need moving across by 1 or 2 or something, don't they? Ugh. Right, anyway, never mind. We're gonna just ignore that for now and ignore the fact that these are all spaced unevenly. Right, I will need some more to eat. These don't stack, so they're really good for your hunger and everything. But they do not stack. Right, oh yeah, 1 more piece of iron. I should be able to make it. Perfect. I'll just let that cook quickly. And in the meantime, I'm going to sort my inventory out a little bit. So pop that iron ore back. We've got some coal and some stone. I'll put the stone back, but keep the coal in my inventory so that I can make cook pots with it. Keep the scrap there as well. I think I need that for cook pots, and keep the electro scrap. Okay. I'm going to put the seed maker where the cook pot is. Destroy the cook pot. Boom. Pick up the stuff. Destroy the seed maker. Boom. Pick up the stuff. Put a new seed maker in. And then I'll have a line of cook pots along here. Just going to make life a lot more easy. So put 1 there. Oh, I need more wood. Well, that's typical. That's the story of my life. There'll be no trees around this camp. I only need 2 though, so 1 tree will probably do it for a couple of cook pots. And then we can make like 2 or 3 meals at a time, and I can have a whole chest full of meals. It'd be so good. What I'll probably end up doing though is I'll just leave the meals in the cook pot and take however many I need at the time. Okay, so I've got a typical 5 there. Is there any wood in the wood chest? A little bit as well. Cool. That should do it. So let's give ourselves a new cook pot or 2. Oh, they can't be that close together. Oh, that's unfortunate. But that's okay. What don't I have now? Not enough coal. Well, golly gosh. Didn't quite realise you needed that much coal for it. You only needed 3 and I got like 7. So why have we run out of coal already? I don't know, but I will be making probably another 2 cook pots. So I'm going to fill these ones up at least. So I'll go back down the mines in the morning and I'll get some more coal. But we can also make the navigation thing in the morning too, once it's light. Because you know I like the light. I am a creature of light, not a creature of darkness. I'm kind of thinking if I just moved the chest. Now we've got like quite a free-flowing area. I could just move the chests over to here. That would probably work. And that would make them all very symmetrical. And then I could put another furnace on the other side there. Which would be quite nice to have too. Make things doubly quick. I could even maybe squidge one in by the side. Just squidge 2 furnaces in there. Especially if I move that battery over, I probably would have room for 2 furnaces then. I could just stand here and just work the 2 furnaces. And then do the same on the other side. I'm liking that idea. But anyway, let's look at navigation first. Oh yeah, I need one more piece of iron. Then we are totally done. Woohoo! It's only small. I'm going to put it here actually. That's kind of quite symmetrical. Alright, now I have a navigator. Let's go and look at what it does. Navigator. I need to talk with Rusty. I clearly don't know how it works. Do I need to eat? Yes, I do. Nom nom. So I'll put all my scrap and my coal and all that sort of stuff away. And like I say, I'll probably come back in a minute and do a bit of moving around of the chests. And move that battery over as well. So that everything is a bit more symmetrical. Then I might spend some time sort of moving the plasma turrets in line with where I want them to be. There's no reason they shouldn't be at least a bit symmetrical. I was just putting them down in a hurry and I didn't have time to measure it all out. And now I do. So my base will be attacked soon. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. I was just going to put some stuff away, but no, it's okay. It's fine. Oh dear. Oops. There we go. Cooking pots are go. My little farm is doing wonderfully well. My veggie chests are getting pretty full of stuff, which is really nice. Gonna be just constantly keeping that one, those 3 hotbar slots full of veg, basically. And then tools, veg. And maybe a healing potion. But honestly, I think healing potions are better off actually in the main part of the inventory for me. Because I tend to pause and go into that anyway, because it gives me just that little bit of extra thinking time. Which I need. You may not. You may be able to like hit 5 and right click and do whatever. But I don't think I can. So I enjoy the fact that it, as far as I can tell, seems to stop time. I don't want to be all like it does stop time, because I worry that I'm going to be lying to you all. Not telling the truth. That would be bad. So much room for all this stuff now, which is so nice. Yeah, got food. Coal needs to go away in the stone chest. Oh, I did have enough for 1 more cookpot. I'd like to have 2 more though. I'd left it in my chest, that's what I'd done. Also, that was where all my iron had gone. And my iron ore there. Let's see if I can move that into the correct chest. I thought I had a load of iron, and I was like, oh, I'm sure I've got a stack of 5. And I did. Okay, so let's get a stack of maybe some carrots or something. Well, actually, just let's farm the fields. Doesn't take me very long nowadays. Slow but sure organisational improvements are happening here. Got a leek chest. Got seeds. Pumpkin. Tomato. Carrot. Cauliflower. And then I'll decide what I want to actually sort of take with me. I mean, it's probably better actually if I don't constantly have them on my hotbar. Honestly, I'd be better off having some nice big chunky meals. Cans are actually really good for taking out with you because they actually stack. So I might start saving my cans for that purpose. Cauliflower, carrot, leek, pumpkin. I need a leek and a pumpkin then, so that I can make seeds out of them. Okay, so we'll start with cauliflower. Carrot. Leek. Ah, you put leek there. I don't have to make another one. Pumpkin. Oh, I need some more tomato seeds as well, actually. I need a pumpkin seed and I need tomato seed. Pumpkin. Tomato. What have I already put down there? Oh, that's pumpkin. Okay, so let's get some pumpkin seeds. And some tomato seeds. Did I have any more tomato seeds there? I thought I did, but I clearly don't. So let's put another tomato, through the seed maker. So I have a farm full of nice, pretty rows. I love that watering machine more than you know. Oh, I probably had tomato seeds in there. Yeah, I did. Oh, well, at least I'm not making more, like, pumpkin seeds. I've got plenty of leek seeds, carrot seeds. And that's all fine. So I've got food there. And I just put all the ingredients away at this point. Tomato, carrot, leek, pumpkin. It looked to me like there was something in the tomato and carrot that shouldn't have been in there. I'm trying really hard. That tomato seeds. Trying really hard not to let that happen. Right, that is all very perfect. Right, let's go and talk with Rusty now. So we've had a nice... we've made the navigator, we've had a nice conversation. Oh, actually, no. Let's not talk with Rusty. Let's just make sure the base doesn't explode in a big load of fire. And while that's happening, I'm just going to move some of the chests over because they're really annoying me. The first one will be that one, which is fabric and wood. Fabric / wood. I'm fairly confident in my base's ability to do stuff right now, so I'm not too worried about checking on what's happening. Yeah, they're not letting them get very, very close at all, to be honest. I'm hearing lots of dying robots. And not too much else. We're getting a lot more of the blue ones, which seem to be the big boys. So the other thing I have to worry about is the fact that the batteries are starting to lose just a touch of their greenness. If they go down into the orange and the red, I need to really be careful. Right, so that was my oxygen chest there. And all my oxygen bits in it. One oxygen bottle I can't get to, but I'll put that away later. It's fine. Oxygen. With an extra E, apparently. This is getting so much more chill, though. It's like... Just go out and collect all the scrap in a minute, pop it in the scrap chest, and then I'll go talk to Rusty. I won't move the seed chest yet. I'll just go and talk to Rusty first. Collect all the scrap and stuff, and then I'll head out over to his little oxygen filter base. But they don't seem to be sending tons and tons and tons and tons of robots anymore. I don't think it's getting more. I may need to start counting them and see if there's more coming, but I think I've like over-engineered this so much now that I need to look out for the electricity being used too much. I may need more windmills just to back it up if that's the case. Everyone's getting dizzy. Okay, let's get to Rusty's before dark. And I'll teleport home from there probably. Loving my teleporter. I haven't found any other teleporters in this whole map yet, but there are like... Because teleporter is a ring with a diamond on top of it. Haven't found any others. I'm wondering if any of these 5 or so sites that I haven't been to yet, or any of these down here, will be other teleporters or not. We shall see. So we go due north to Rusty's place. I don't need your scrap right now, guys. I just picked up loads. Yeah, if things are chasing me, I tend to just like go straight into Rusty's house. And then I go straight up the ladder. And then I am safe then, which is nice. Hello, Rusty. Everything's ready. The exact location is marked on your map. You can go fix the second oxygen filter. Good luck. Quest updated. Navigator. Second oxygen filter. Oh, awesome. Oxygen filter 2. Where's that then? Oh! Gosh. Do we get to do this whole area? Because that's some serious content if that's the case. It might just be that you can get to do to put the second oxygen filter in, but you're only allowed to do this first bit. If you're allowed to do a load of stuff in this bit and to do like all of the oxygen filters, that's like seems like half the game, honestly. I'll keep going until we've done all the stuff we're allowed to do, but it might be that we're getting towards the end. So I'll probably have a little scout around all of these areas that I haven't checked out. And then we maybe try and head to that next oxygen level. I might need to take a load of oxygen tanks with me. I might be able to put the oxygen tanks into this bit, maybe. Maybe that is a place where oxygen tanks can be fitted, and that might help. I don't know. That might only be a slot for a light. What's that? Is that an inventory sorter? I would laugh so hard if I didn't realise there was an inventory sorter. It'd be nice if there was a pop-up that said what that was when you hovered over it. But anyway, never mind. Let us go back home then. Because we've got a big trip to prepare for. That'll probably be next episode though. I'm almost certain that that's what will be next episode. So we're going to go and we're going to find the other oxygen filter. But before we do that, I want to have quite a lot of food. Although we already do have quite a lot of food, I want to have my inventory all emptied out properly. There's going to be certain tools I won't take. I want to move these other chests as well, because that was part of today's objectives. So that's the seed chest. And that's the pumpkin and leek chest. And yeah, the battery will be a bit in the way, but I can always just walk over the field. And then I can always put chests elsewhere, but I don't know. Then I want to move that battery as well. And that was something I wanted to do today. Let's make some more chests. They are under with the workbenches and stuff. So one of these needs to be pumpkins and leeks. And one needs to be seeds. I also need the scrap chest. That is too far to reach, unfortunately. That's a bit of a shame, but it's fine. And then pumpkin and leeks. I'm not going to worry too much about labeling that just yet. I'll do that in just a second. Okay, I'm just going to take down this wall so I can grab the leeks and the pumpkins that got stuck around the wall, and then I'll pop it back up. There we go. Perfect. Oh, lovely. Oh, so lovely. So I could have built, I think, like just a wooden fence to fence your garden. And so I could have done that. However, by having it inside the big sort of palisade walls, it means it's a lot more safe, and where I've been able to then electrify it all, that's been a lot better. So I think that was the right way to go with it the whole time. I'm happy with how it's going, honestly. So this one is called Pumpkin Leek. Then I'm going to pop back to the mines, and I'm going to go and get a little bit more coal so I can get those last little bits of stuff to make the cooking pots. I want 4 cooking pots. I need 3 more pieces of coal for that. So I'm going to just quickly head over to that little mine, and I'm going to grab... Can't leave the scrap. And I'm going to grab some coal. Straight over this way. I need something to eat. What? What? You mean you need something to eat out of your huge inventory full of food? Okay, I'll just quickly get down that mine and I'll see if there's any coal down there at the moment. Should be. Getting a lot quicker at this whole going into fight mode thing that we've got going on here. So, got that scrap pickaxe, but I want to use the normal pickaxe as much as possible. If I can. Am I still in fight mode? No. Ah, okay. So I need 3 pieces of coal. This will probably give me 2. Probably have to grab a couple of them. And then I'll head straight back. I'll grab the 3 coal out of my stone chest and I'll just make the 2 cooking pots I need. And then we can make loads of food all at once, which will mean I won't have to hang around in my camp quite as much waiting for food, which will be really nice. Don't know why I'm particularly wanting to do loads of... why I'm wanting to pick up loads of scrap, I'm not really sure about that. Maybe in the next area we'll have another camp with another teleporter, and then I can come back and forward to here and get all the materials I need to make my new camp. That might be a thing. Don't know. Don't know what the new area is going to hold, but I'm pretty excited to go there and check it all out. But yes, we are coming to the close of a day, and that was the most roundabout way I could have possibly gone into my camp. Yes, that's right. Come down here if you dare. That'll be free scrap for me. So I've got a stone chest. I think it's on the other side there. How nice is this inventory management now? Oh, so much better. Right, so I need all the coal. I think I need electro scrap and scrap, but I've got that in my inventory right now. So let's see if that is all I need or if I need something else. Wood. Of course it's going to be wood. Of course it would be. Of course it would be wood. Right, I do have like 6 pieces of wood, so actually that's probably enough, I think. Ish. There we are. I'm liking this camp more and more. More and more and more. We can still get to the weapon table. It's a little bit cramped, but I like it. I think it's quite symmetrical now. I could put a furnace on the other side there as well, which would then even more symmetricalize it. Have 2 furnaces. There we are. That's handsome, isn't it? Could move the bed and stuff around a little bit, move the farm down a touch, and that would give me a bit more room. But no, what I'll probably do is if anything needs building, I will build it down here. But I like the way it's organized now. I'm pretty happy with it. I did at one point want to build maybe a bit of a house, but this is quite a small camp, so I don't think I got a ton of room for that to happen. I could expand, but I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is. I've got most things built now. I've got the turrets, the furnace, batteries and windmills. I don't have lamps. That's probably something I will put in, actually. Do you want to put it in now? Should we make some planks? Do I have any wood left? I've got 2 actually, so I could totally make at least 2. And it's the perfect time of night to make them. But yeah, we've made all of this. We made all of the tables. Haven't made an alchemy table actually. I have just realised. I think we had one at one point, but I think it maybe got destroyed when I was moving stuff about. So I'll have to make another one of those. But, you know, other than that, I've got everything. I've got fields, cooking pots. I did have a well. I don't need one anymore. Plant pots we could have if we wanted. Oh, I bet you. I want to experiment with something. I'm going to do the lights first. But then I want to do an experiment. I'm going to put it like here. And I'm going to put one like here. So that I've got room for the... Okay, so they didn't actually make any light at all. Oh, yeah, we just have to go and turn them on apparently. Maybe I can turn them off to save power. But yeah, now it's all lit up at night. If I get another couple of planks, I can put another couple down the bottom here and it makes it a lot more easy to see. Yeah. Okay, well I think I'm going to go to bed now. And then next episode, now I've got all my cook pots and stuff, we'll just do a little bit of prep for going away. I'll make some more food and all that sort of thing. I'll farm the fields one more time maybe, and then we'll go off. I'll experiment with the water filters. Oh, I wanted to experiment with the pot before. Okay. Silly Sheelap. But I want to... Maybe I could put them down here or something. Or maybe just to the side there or something like that. Yeah, let's just put a couple of pots down and see what they do, because I've got a feeling you can grow herbs in them. And if that's the case, then that's quite nice. I'm going to go grab a herb out of my herb chest, and I want to see if I can grow it. Because if I can grow red herbs, then I don't need to find them all over the place, which is kind of useful. I've got a lot of them. I haven't made a lot of healing potions, but I probably should be doing that. The fact I don't have an alchemy table probably doesn't help. Alright, well... I'm trying to see if I can put those in, but I can't. Okay. Can I put a herb into the seed maker? No. Okay. So I don't really know what goes in there, whether it's maybe a tree or something. Not certain. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Although I may have moved on by that time. It doesn't seem to be for herb growing, which is what I would have thought would have been the thing. So I'll probably just get rid of those, honestly, because they look a bit ugly where they are. So I'm going to get rid of them. And if it becomes apparent what I need to do with them later, then that's fine. In the meantime, I'll just keep hold of my herbs and stuff. And I think that now is the end of that episode. So we have done a lot to the camp. The camp kind of looks a bit full of wires, but it's very well defended. It's growing really good crops. It's got really good food growing stuff now, so I'll be able to just do that. I'll probably set a load of food to go. Just make sure that my equipment is good. I mean, my blacksmithing level still hasn't gone up high enough, so I do still need to go and try and find another blacksmithing book somewhere. So it might be worth, it might actually be worth, before I move on, trying to find another blacksmithing book, trying to go around all the little camps and things to do that. But there's also part of me that's like, we should just try it. So what I might do is just try it. If we struggle, then I will carry on looking around all of the little bits and pieces around this part of the map. So basically, if we die or whatever, I'll reload. We'll go around all the little bits of this map, see if I can get better equipment and stuff like that. And then we'll go on. So if I can do it, then great. If not, we'll need a little bit more prep time. So that's it for today's episode. If you liked it, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more Scrapnaught, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.